Alright guys, so Fula coming to you with another video. Shout outs to the whole LDBC. If you like this video, I invite you to like the video. But if you want to, you can also subscribe to my page. It's always by choice, never by force. But today, what I want to do is I want to single out someone who basically, as people don't know most of the time, is really the architect behind the All Money In movement that the late Nip the Great started. When you look at people in general, when you look at all successful people, the success was largely credited to their own efforts, but they had a team behind them, regardless of what you want to say or not. Because even, and I'm just going to do this in, while not getting too religious, I'm going to use a religious terminology in regards to it. When you look at the Prophet Muhammad, upon him be peace, the Prophet Muhammad, upon him be peace, he had a teacher himself. He wasn't just self-taught. His teacher was the angel Jibril. He explained things to him. He taught him how to break things down. He showed him the way. And in return, the Prophet showed that to the people, right? So it wasn't just off of his own efforts, right? In the Battle of Badr, not only did the Prophet have manpower, but he also had esoteric power too, with the help of angels. And those angels were on the front line. So behind success, there's always going to be a team. And for Nip, we can say that his success was started off of his own ideas, but the backbone of that success, the engine of that success, is largely due to his brother Black Sam. The thing about Black Sam is he doesn't get credit for it, but I don't think he really wants the credit. You know what I mean? I don't really think he cares about the accolades. He is a real one in the sense that his brother was the one who was going to be put on Front Street for everybody to see. And he's the spokesperson, you know what I mean? But I'm going to say this, and this may sound crazy, but if it wasn't for Black Sam, we may not have a Nipsey Hussle. Because there's a lyric where Nipsey Hussle said, "I'm just trying to live up to the meaning of my name." But that meaning of his name came from Black Sam. Black Sam, being the older brother, he was always going to be his brother's keeper, you know? Now, don't get it twisted. Nip is a genius, okay? Nip had intelligence off the wire, you know what I mean? If you look at the eulogy that Black Sam did, he said that Nip built a computer from scratch, okay? That came from his motivation on his own, right? So with that being said, I'm not trying to discredit homie in any way, shape, or form at all. I will never do that. I will never, ever, ever be in the position to drive myself to do something like that. But Black Sam, when I say he's a cold hustler, He is a cold hustler, okay? From the interactions we had, okay, it rubbed off on me. It definitely rubbed off on me. So it changed my whole, basically it changed my whole psyche. I already had things in mind about like ownership, already had things in mind about stacking, already had things in mind. I had ideas, you know, but meeting him and sitting down brought those ideas to the forefront and got me really going, got me really pushing very hard to a point where I get exhausted to those ideas. Because for you guys who don't know, if you listen to the song Young Niggas on Nipsey's Victory Lap, they were young niggas doing some old nigga stuff. Blacc Sam, and this is street money, mind you. This is money from the street. Blacc Sam saved up $250,000, and unfortunately the money got molded, right? And the only money that was really available was maybe 100,000 of that. So they took loss and they were hurt. You know, they were trying to blow dry it and everything. You know, they took that's a big loss. You know, that's more than half of the money gone. But to see what he's on at such a young age, that just goes to tell you what type of individual he was. Or he is. I should say he is, because we still are blessed to have him in our on this plane right now. That just goes to show you what type of grinder he was, or he is, I should say. My bad. Now let's take it a step further. You know, the streets are not friendly, and honestly, there's only two places that happen when you're in the streets. Either death or jail, okay? That's the outcome of streets. Prison or death. So Blacc Sam had to sit down. I think he had to sit down for a little bit over 2 years, you know. But once he got off, he just showed that resiliency. He just showed that need to be self-sufficient by setting up a table, selling socks and t-shirts, and eventually being the mastermind behind branding the Crenshaw. Okay, he's the one that had that Crenshaw brand. He put that brand on the map, okay? That was Blacc Sam's work, right? And so they turned that into the store, right? But to see that this guy started on Crenshaw and Slauson with a table with socks and t-shirts, working with what he got. I'm not getting into his business, but chances are what he did is he probably went to, I want to say, he went to downtown LA and probably got wholesale prices for those things. And then eventually he built the money up and he got the Crenshaw brand popping. If you listen to one song on Slauson Boy 2, Nip even said, Blacc Sam on parole, turned that to the stove. That's exactly what he did. That's exactly what he truly did. Okay? So, and another thing about Black Sam is he never got courted onto neighborhood, rolling 60s. But he was always a street nigga. He quiet, he with the shits though. And the one thing about him is he's such a cold grinder that this cuz don't even smoke, cuz don't even drink. Very focused. And I know that definitely rubbed off on Nip. Okay? That type of focus. Although Nip did smoke, Nip did drink. But Nip was the type of dude that he can put some H-Town in his cup and he would the next day he wouldn't want to drink none. He would be like, I'm good. I'm cool. You know? That's what type of person he is. He was able to do that, you know. And with that being said, I know that those qualities help Nip, you know, because you got to realize this is his older brother. And the reason why I'm making this video today is because it's Black Sam's birthday. And so it's only right for me to give C-Day wishes to one of the architects of this whole thing. The one who did the work that you don't see being done. Right? And I'm just going to end this video with this. This is a very short video that I'm making. But ever since, you know, God called Nip back, I haven't seen Black Sam in a minute. And, you know, I just feel like I would do anything for Cuz. Like, anything he needed, I'm going to be there for him, you know. But I just feel better just giving him space, man. Because out of all the people, it hit him the hardest. I can say that out of all his family members, it hit him more than anybody else. Nip's father is probably the strongest willed person out of the bunch. He's probably the most stoic in dealing with this. I don't know how he does it. I really don't know how. But he's the most stoic out of the bunch. He's the most. He's taking it the best. And I would say his grandmother too. But you can definitely tell Black Sam just really, really hurt. You can tell he's still hurting, and he'll be hurting for a minute, you know. And I can't. Who can you blame? You can't blame him. You can't blame him at all. But I just felt it was only right for me to give my appreciation to the person who, if it wasn't for him, we maybe not even have Marathon clothing. I'm just being real, you know. And so, with that being said, happy C-Day to Black Sam, and I pray that you find ease and you find the will to keep this marathon to continuing, and that you find closure and that you find peace with this tragedy that we're still getting past. Because unfortunately, we're coming up on a year since God called him back. And and it is with my sincere hope that Black Sam, you find closure, man. I really hope so, bro. I really do. you've always been day one, you know, a solid individual. And I really think that by you maximizing opportunities, by starting with minimum resources, really resonated on me. And I just pray, dude, that you really find closure, bro. Let me stop this video, man, because I'm about to like really get emotional. I'm not the type of fool to show my emotions, man. So let me just stop this video and just say, you know, happy C-Day to Black Sam. You're a real one, man. And, you know, just keep this thing going, bro. And you got someone who gonna help you keep it going in any way possible he can. But anyhow, that's all I got for now, guys. Fool is signing out. Leave your thoughts and leave your comments. Enjoy.